A quick message to all musicians: stop doing live videos. My apology to all my musicians friends, but I hope you can watch till the end of the video. I believe this period of time is actually the best way for you guys to spend more time in building YouTube channels and do a proper video recordings.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play?
We all heard about the news. The circuit breaker in Singapore, aka semi-lockdown, is going to be lifted on the 1st of June. But then, even with the next phase, events and gatherings are still not allowed, which means that many of us who are involved in the events, like including myself, and of course many musicians who are actually playing on the live stage, will be affected. Many musicians like to do live videos nowadays. In a way, it's trying to substitute an actual live performance with a live videos, which I think is a great idea. I just want to give a bit of my opinion on this, and I actually hope that I can benefit all the musicians out there. I believe that even if a live video is being played live, I still think that it actually is targeted to different audience. And in the case that when you are watching a live performance, let's say you go to the bar, to a concert performance, it's not just enjoying the live music performance, but it's more like enjoying the vibe. And this is something that I believe that a live video performance will never be able to capture. This is why I don't think musicians should spend too much time on doing live videos. Instead of, you should spend more time on creating a recorded video for YouTube channels or other online platform. I know many musicians does this, whereby you put a live performance, then later on you'll just simply rehost it somewhere as a recorded video. But with the problem with that of course any types of live streamings is not going to be in highest quality, because the fact that the bitrate is actually much more compressed. For stage live performance, I do believe that typically the performance itself is actually much more important than the sound quality. While on the contrary, people who actually watch it at home expect a good sound quality and basically something that they can listen to while they are doing something else, something they can play back to. It kind of brings me back on the period whereby we see the rise of YouTube cover bands like Boys Avenue, KHS and the like. They spend a lot of times on the video quality and the audio quality. Myself, I sometimes just simply click on the video and put it in loop to keep listening back. So I do believe this is actually the directions that many musicians should probably take during this particular timing. And of course, this takes a lot of time, and many of us at this point of time trying to find another avenues to substitute our events income. So with this video, I just want to show you how to create a better live performance video, and I'm hoping that for many musicians this actually will help you to start and create your YouTube channel. What I've seen on many online live performances is the musician just simply put a camera and a microphone and stream it through Facebook or Twitch or whatsoever. What I'm hoping to do is actually to go through a little bit of affordable and simple light setup and audio setup, so you can actually record your performance in slightly better quality. I do believe that of course this may not be a studio quality. Of course, if some musicians who have your own home studio will probably be able to record this much better, but I just want to give a little bit of improvements to those who just simply record through a camera and a microphone. When you're working from home, you have limited space to work on to set up your camera, light and audio. One rule of lights is that the bigger the light source is, the softer the light is, which means that in order for you to get a nice soft shadow is to have a really big light source. In our professional video productions, we always bring this big light dome so that you get a really nice light quality and a soft shadows on the face. But of course, this is something that most of us won't have the luxury of space when we are actually doing this at home. In my studio, I have really big LED lights that I always use for my YouTube content, which I also don't have the space at home. And of course, the bigger the light is, the more expensive the light is, because the fact that it has more LED bulbs. The best affordable substitute is actually the ring light that's currently used by many beauty YouTubers. The way the bulbs are being placed, it managed to minimize the numbers of LED bulbs, but at the same time increase the physical size of the light itself, so creates a nice soft shadow. One mistake is about lights that I keep seeing from different people. They bought this kind of LED light, the ring light, but they place it far away. If you place it far away, and then it actually defeats the purpose, the fact that the light's actually bigger than your face. So bring the lights closer or get an even bigger light. One thing bad about ring lights is the fact that you can actually see circular reflections on the eyes. And if you're wearing glasses like me, it's really distracting. This, I can simply diffuse it with a really cheap shopping plastic bag, and I think it can make it looks a little bit better. And whenever you put a light, you always need to put it above your head, especially for the main light. We keep seeing light source comes from the top, like our sun and our ceiling light. So whenever we see light that doesn't come from the high angle, it gives an unnatural look. So put the lights above your head. I always like to put an extend light on the back. So in this case, I actually put another small LED lights on this side. So just give a bit of a definitions on my outline here. So it creates a bit of a 3D feel of the subject. Next thing that I would like to mention is of course the audio. And of course, I'm not an audio expert, and most of the time whenever we shoot an advertisement or a corporate videos, we just simply use a laptop mic, wireless mic, which may not work for music performance kind of recordings. Many musicians, you probably know much better than me in terms of audio. I think most of you guys actually have something like this, whereby it's basically a dedicated audio recorders, whereby you can actually put two XLR cables, so you can put your guitars in, you can put your microphones in and split the channel. And of course, this will give you a better quality. In this video, I just want to highlight a simple way to create a slightly better audio quality compared to just simply using your camera. I just want to use this simple shotgun microphone, this kind of a tiny shotgun microphone. I'm using this Rode, I think it's a Rode Go. So with this, normally people will just simply put it on top of the camera. So when you put on the top of the camera, it will record a lot of the ambient noise. And of course, something that I learned through experience is the fact that aircon noise is actually really loud, even if normally we don't actually notice it. So bring the microphone closer to you. One thing about audio is of course the fact that in order for you to get a clean audio signal is to bring the microphone as close as possible to the source. I'm using this, what we call magic arm, which is one of my favorite video production tool. It's basically a clamp that you can easily adjust, rotate, and positions accordingly. Actually mount the shotgun mic on top of the magic arm so that I can bring the microphone closer to me. In this video, my sample recordings will be me playing an acoustic guitar. Yes, and of course it gives me a good reason to play guitar again, which is actually my own passions that I used to pursue long time ago. I just want to show you a little bit of tutorials of setting up recordings for acoustic guitar and singing performance. The important thing is the position of the microphone. I'm not a professional musician, so nor am I an audio expert. So I actually learned this from another YouTube channel, and I will put the link below. Put the microphone in between the positions of the guitar and the mouth, so that it actually balance out the recording of both your voice and your guitar. If you are musicians, I think you should be able to play around with the placement of the microphone so that you can get the best audio balance. With this, I'm going to record a simple song. I hope I don't screw up too badly when I actually play it. I'm going to play one of my favorite songs, probably the reason why I actually learned guitar in the first place 20 years ago. So in terms of the microphone placement, I do believe the best is to put the placement of the microphone in between your guitar and your mouth. For my professional musicians friend out there, you should be able to actually experiment with this and basically trying out different positions and see which one actually get the best balance. In my case, I believe that I actually have a little bit louder voice, so I actually put the microphone closer to the guitar instead of my mouth. Again, this is just a simple setup. I believe this is not the best setup, but I do believe if you are simply just doing a one camera setup and microphone on top of the camera, this will definitely give a better output.
Inside the eye of your mind, Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You say that you'd ever been, and all the things that you've seen, so they fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you say the brains I have went to my head. They step outside the summertime's blue, stand up beside the fireplace, take that look from off your face, 'cause you ain't never gonna burn my heart out. And so Sally can wait, she knows it's too late, as she's walking on by. My soul slides away, but don't look back in anger, I heard you say.
And the good thing about this setup, because the setup is pretty much a fix, so you can use it to record multiple takes and combine them together.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gotta be real good, gotta make a difference, gotta make it right. Yes, I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, the wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street, we got enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending that I'm not alone? Oh, hello, deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart.
So that's all for today, and I'm not trying to offend any musicians out there. To all my musicians friends out there, I really hope that I can see your live performance very soon, and I hope this video is useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.